Thursdays. Today is Thursday, April 16th. You did a fantastic job on your vocabulary videos yesterday. I will go over those vocabulary words with you this morning, as well as assign 2 new vocabulary words today. I want to remind you that when you go to Freckle and when you go to Raz Kids to do your reading, you need to complete the activities there. If you log in and open a book, the activity will not show completed. You must read the book, answer the questions at the end, and submit, and then it will show that you've completed the activities. If you only do half of the math questions, it shows that you did not complete the assignment. Ensure that you're finishing these assignments all the way through. Let's look at our agenda for today. For today's agenda, after listening to our story, Piggy Pie, go to Flipgrid for a reading response video. When you finish your Flipgrid, follow the vocabulary link on the agenda. Remember, words have multiple meanings. Be sure that when you define the word, you're using the definition from the book. For example, the word spell in our story this week is not related to spelling words or spelling a name. We have a witch in our story, and she could cast a spell. When you hear the word gear, is it referring to a piece of machinery or the act of gearing up to do something? Listen carefully to the story when you're thinking about the vocabulary words today. Give me the definition that is used in the book.
I'm going to show you the example of Grinch casting one of her evil spells. And got in the new I geared up for a race at my school. It also means to get yourself motivated.
We will continue with our spelling pattern, TCH. This week, you do not need to write the words. This week, we are going to practice reading the words, multiple words with that pattern. We know that if we know that TCH says ch, then we can read wa-ach, ma-ach, and many other words. The same goes for our pattern DGE. Once you know that the 3 letters DGE say ja, then you know you can read larger words like budge and fudge. We will practice reading these each day at our live sessions. You'll be a pro at our sight words by the end of the week. Walk, thank, and think. Listen for today's vocabulary words as you listen to Piggy Pie.
Written by Margie Palatini, illustrated by Howard Fine.
Gritch the witch woke up grouchy, grumpy, and very hungry. Her belly grumbled for something delicious, something delightful, something special. But what? It wasn't purple mousetail stew. No, she ate that yesterday for lunch. Maybe some mashed dragon tongue pudding. No, Gritch wasn't in the mood for anything quite that sweet. Perhaps a taste of boiled black buzzard feet. That always made her mouth water. No, not today. Today, Gritch wanted something truly tasty, something really yummy, something special. And that could only mean Piggy Pie.
Yes, yes, Piggy Pie. I can taste those plump, juicy pink piggies right now.
Gritch said, smacking her lips. She hurried to the pantry and pulled down her old hag cookbook from the top shelf. She picked off a spider, blew off the dust, and turned to the secret recipe on page 342. Gritch ran her bony finger with the long green nail down the list of ingredients. 1 eye of a fly. She checked the pantry shelves.
No problem,
said Gritch. 2 shakes of a rattlesnake's rattle.
No problem,
said Gritch. 3 belly hairs of a possum.
No problem,
said Gritch. 8 plump piggies.
Problem,
screeched Gritch.
I don't have any piggies. How can I make piggy pie without even one puny pink pig?
Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She paced the floor. She wanted piggy pie. She wanted piggy pie very much. She said, tapping the lucky wart on her chin.
Now where would I find 8 plump pigs?
Gritch thought, and thought, and thought.
Aha!
She shouted with a jump.
The circus! Yes, yes, the circus! The circus? No, not the circus! You don't find pigs in the circus!
She thought harder.
Aha!
She shouted with a jump.
The zoo! Yes, yes, the zoo! The zoo? No, not the zoo! You don't find pigs in the zoo!
She thought much harder.
The farm? Yes, the farm! You find pigs on the farm!
There still was just one teeny tiny little problem. Where to find a farm?
Where else?
Gritch let her bony fingers do the walking and opened the yellow pages to F, where she found a very large ad. This was it! Old MacDonald's Farm. Call E-I-E-I-O. Just over the river and through the woods, we have ducks, chickens, and piggies. Gritch put her broomstick in gear and headed over the river and through the woods to Old MacDonald's farm.
I've got you in my sights now, you little porkers!
She cackled as she circled overhead.
Surrender, piggies!
Can you see what the pigs are doing? They're putting on beaks and wings and all kinds of costumes. What do you think they're going to do next? Gritch zoomed in for a landing. She spit straw, fanned her still smoking tootsies, and lifted her goggles. There wasn't a pig in sight.
Where did they all go?
Gritch shouted to a duck.
Hey, duck! I said, where are all the piggies? I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie.
The duck quacked here. It quacked there. Here it quacked, there it quacked, everywhere it quacked.
No piggies. What do you mean, no piggies, you dizzy duck?
Gritch screeched into his bill.
I just saw a parcel of piggies down here not a minute ago. Hand over those hogs, you little quacker. No piggies,
quacked the duck. Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She even threatened the duck with one of her most evil spells. The duck was not impressed. It wasn't even scared. It gave Gritch another quack and waddled away.
So who needs a dumb duck?
Gritch mumbled. Being careful where she stepped, Gritch wandered across the meadow.
Yoo-hoo!
She shouted. Moo?
You!
Gritch said to the cow.
Where are the piggies? I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie!
The cow moo-mooed here. It moo-mooed there. Here it mooed, there it mooed, everywhere it moo-mooed. No piggies!
What do you mean, no piggies, you lumpy-looking cow?
Screamed Gritch.
I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie! Fork over that pork, you walking milk machine, or I'll curdle your cream!
No piggies, mooed the cow. Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She even threatened the cow with one of her most evil spells. The cow stared at Gritch, swatted a fly with its tail, and lumbered away.
Cows! Who needs 'em?
Gritch muttered. So she tried the barnyard, where she stopped a chicken in its tracks.
Okay, bird brain, where are the piggies? I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie!
The chicken clucked here. It clucked there. Here it clucked, there it clucked, everywhere it clucked. No piggies!
What do you mean, no piggies, you feathered drumstick?
Gritch screeched.
What's going on here? Where's the boss of this heap of hay?
The chicken flapped a wing toward Old MacDonald. Gritch looked him over once, twice.
You're Old MacDonald?
She said.
Don't look much like your picture, do you?
The farmer thumbed his suspenders and shrugged.
Look, Shorty, I've been quacked here, moo-mooed there, and clucked everywhere all over this farm. I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie. Where are the piggies?
The farmer looked here, he looked there. Here he looked, there he looked, everywhere he looked and looked. No piggies.
What do you mean, no piggies, you flea-bitten seed spreader? You must have piggies!
Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She even threatened him with one of her most evil spells. No piggies. Her stomach growled. It grumbled. But there were no piggies. There would be no piggy pie. Now what was she going to eat? Psst! Psst! Psst!
Excuse me, little lady. Wolf's the name. Let me give you some advice. Forget about the pigs.
Forget about the pigs?
Said Gritch, eyeing the wolf. He nodded.
They're too tricky. Trust me. I've been chasing 3 little pigs for days.
He huffed and puffed.
I'm starving. Look at me. I'm nothing but skin and bones.
Gritch pinched his arm.
Well, not quite.
She grinned.
Mr. Wolf, I have the most wonderful idea. I was thinking, since you haven't eaten and I haven't eaten, why don't you come home with me for lunch? I'm a very good cook.
Why, that does sound tempting.
The wolf said as he looked at Gritch and smacked his lips.
Are you sure it wouldn't be a problem?
Problem?
Gritch grinned.
No problem at all,
She said as they walked off arm in arm.
I always enjoy having a wolf for lunch.
Please message me if you have any questions about your assignments today, and I look forward to seeing all of you in live classes. Bye.